Yo, what's good everyone? Sun Wukong, DJ Nikki. Yes, I'm back. I'm alive. Everything's all good. Everything's chill. It's just strange for me because it's weird that I haven't made any content in like 3 weeks, and the first thing I'm sitting down to record is the most anticipated for fall season. It just feels off. I'm out of practice. You know, I gotta get my game back. I gotta slowly warm up and get my game back. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. We're gonna get into this fall season greatness, as always, talk about my most anticipated series, what I'm gonna be watching, what I'm gonna be making content for, what I'm gonna sleep on, etc. But before I do that, I'm not entirely sure if I will have made any content between now when I'm recording this video and when this video actually goes up. I'm trying to post it the weekend right before fall season starts. So I may have streamed or done something in the meantime, and whenever I do that, I will talk about this more in depth. But for those of you that have been wondering where I was, if you follow me on Twitter, this month has just been crazy. And after this one, I barely have been on Twitter, realistically, like I normally have been. But I threw out a couple updates earlier, a couple weeks back when Hurricane Irma came through. Basically, that's why I initially left. Just preparing for the storm, holding it down, and riding out the storm, dealing with the aftermath. All that shit took up like a week and a half, which it wasn't all that bad because I had a lot of free time to kind of catch up on some stuff and relax and everything like that. But after that, there was just, since nobody could do shit for like a week and a half, everything kind of piled up, and I had so much shit to deal with and so much work to do and shit like that, that it hindered me from getting back to YouTube as quickly as I want to. So as a result, I've missed pretty much the last 4 weeks of summer season, which fucking sucks. But it is what it is. If you guys don't care about this, by the way, just skip ahead into the video where I start talking about the top 5 most anticipated and all that shit. But anyway, the point is, I'm back now. Like I said, I don't know if I will have streamed anything by the time this video goes up and when between now when I'm recording it and when it goes up. So when I do that, I will go more in depth as far as an update as to, the stuff I've missed, what I've been up to while I've been gone and everything like that, and what the plan is going forward as we dive into fall season. But for now, unless it pertains to fall season in particular, we're not going to talk about it. So that's my little mini update for now. We'll talk more in depth. Let's get into fall. Fall is about to be hype, dude. Fall is about to be fucking lit. I mean, I'm excited. And, I mean, you guys, I especially with the sequel series, I'm sure you guys can already tell what my top 5 is. If you can't, then you just don't really know me that well. But otherwise, there's a lot of new projects that I'm looking forward to. There definitely are some really good new projects and things carrying over from last season as well, which are fucking incredible as they were. And I want to talk about all that. But let's dive into it so this video doesn't end up being like 50 minutes to an hour like it normally is. And I'm going to start with sequel series and my top 5 for that. First of all, 2 honorable mentions. One, the Gotama greatness, as you see right here, the Porori Hen. That would be like top of this list. I'm not going to lie to you if I was caught up. And one thing I will say now that I was going to say for like a broader update is that I've hopped back on the Gintama grind while I was away. Hop back on the Gintama grind. Didn't say anything because I knew people are going to want, to hear my thoughts or see reactions to certain series. I still have a ways to go, mind you. Or certain arcs, rather. But I still have a ways to go. So I don't think I'm going to be caught up anytime readily soon. But my goal is to be caught up at some point during this season. Okay? And I'm not promising any reactions to anything or discussions about anything unless I really feel like it. That's all I was saying. I still have the list from long ago with all the arcs that people want me to react to. I mean, there's been, actually, there's been things added to that since then, too. So I can't even say what I'm going to do there. But the point is, I'm back on the Gintama grind. So I'll let you know that. But anyway, Gintama should be top of this list, but unfortunately I'm not caught up. So I'm not putting it in my top 5. Secondly, I mean, I am looking forward to this. It doesn't deserve to be in my top 5, but I am going to watch it. I most likely will cover it. I'm not entirely sure right now. I haven't decided at all, mostly, except for like the things I definitively know I'm covering, what exactly I'm going to be doing overall. But Yuki Una Season 2, even though it's only 6 episodes, or so I heard, but this says listed for 12. So I don't know what's going on with that. But either way, I'm definitely gonna be watching that, so that I want to throw that in an honorable mention. Now, the only other thing that should be on this list, and probably I'm more hyped for than most things on this list, or just as hyped for rather, is that Ruby Volume 5 greatness, dude. Now, I can't wait. I can't fucking wait for Ruby Volume 5. You guys already know it's gonna be incredible. Even though it's not an anime, you already know I'm gonna be doing reactions to it. Except for the first episode. For the premiere, I'm going to be going to see it the Thursday before in theaters, so I'm probably just going to do a discussion video on episode 1 of Volume 5, and then going forward, episode 2 onwards, we'll bring back the reactions on Saturdays. So that's the plan there, but with that said, let's get into the actual top 5. I'm going to make this quick, dude. I haven't read this whole list in its entirety, though, nor have I looked at the OVAs or films, so I'm going to have to do that. Oh, shit, that's right, although we probably... No, we will. I'll talk about that when I get there. I'll talk about that when I get there. But anyway, number 5, Kekai Sensen and Beyond. There's no need to talk about this in depth. Kekai Sensen Season 1 was fucking amazing for me. I loved it. I'm really excited to see what Bones does with this second season, especially with all this original content they're trying to pour into it. So, it's gonna be hype. It's gonna be fun. Probably gonna do some reactions to Kekai. I mean, I'm definitely, anything that's in my top 5, I'm definitely making content on in some form, shape or form. So that's pretty much it. Kekai Sensen number 5. Number 4, we're going back to the motherfucking kitchen, dude. Let's go. Shokugeki no Soma, San no Sara, the third motherfucking dish. Bro, you're gonna be out there in the kitchen. My boy, the god, finally getting into the Elite 10 greatness, which, if you don't read the manga, just wait for it. Dude, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say, dude. Absolute perfection. But the arcs preceding where we left off in Sara, shit goes in. Shit gets crazy. I'm excited to see it animated. That's all I'll say. Number 3, pretty sure it's down here somewhere. Sangatsu Alliance second season. Even though I fell off on content on the first season, that was one of the things that I did while I was away, was start to catch up on the episodes that I had missed. The second half of the first season of Sangatsu, dude, is phenomenal. Bro, I had to smack myself for sleeping on it that long. I really did. But I'm really looking forward to this. And this is something that I have no idea what I'm going to do. And like I said, I'm going to talk about a lot of things as far as the plan for the channel going forward, because I'm going to be making some heavy changes. They're not going to be too drastic, but they're definitely going to be noticeable changes. And it's nothing that's going to happen immediately. Like, I wouldn't worry about it too much this season, but going forward. But I'll talk about it all later. But anyway, I'm probably going to try and do reviews for Sangatsu. I'm not making any promises because at this point, I break most of the promises I make, so I'm not promising shit. But probably going to try to do reviews for Sangatsu. But that's that. Number 2, and this isn't necessarily a sequel per se, but Kino no Tabi, Kino's Journey, The Beautiful World, the anime series Lurch, helming the project. This basically, from my understanding of it, is just an alternate adaptation to the original series, which the original Kino's Journey, if you haven't seen it, I don't know what you're doing. That's that. Back in the day, there was a trio of things that I watched back to back, dude. Okay, but like a few years ago when I was reviewing and talking about them, definitely a few years ago on the channel. If you were around back then, shout out to you, because I probably only had like 1,000 subscribers back then or something like that. But anyway, it was Mushishi, Kino's Journey, and Ergo Proxy. All 3 of them heavily influenced me. Kino is fucking incredible. I cannot wait to be back with the goddess hand, miss. And honestly, I think that it's somewhat of a sequel. If you haven't seen, the original adaptation, because this is based on a light novel. If you haven't seen the original adaptation, go watch it. I mean, I don't know if you have to watch it to watch this, but I would highly recommend it, because I think it's a pseudo-sequel, and that's why I put it on this list, because I don't think they're going to adapt the same story arcs that the first series, the first iteration adapted. They're definitely going to go into later volumes, and play off of the base knowledge that you should have with the characters. I would imagine. I mean, I can easily see them retelling certain stories and doing it in a different light with their touch on it. But either way, I'm hyped. That's it. I'm done ranting. If you haven't seen Kino, you're doing yourself a disservice, and you need to remedy that immediately. At some point while you're watching this new series. Don't sleep on it, though. Don't sleep on it. If you haven't seen it, still watch this. Fucking watch this, because it's going to be phenomenal. I can't wait to see what Lurch does with it. But you still need to go back and watch the original masterpiece. With that said, do I need to scroll up to it? My city, my city, hot city, hot city. My city, my city, hot city, hot city, my city, my city, hot city, hot city, my city, my city, hot city, hot city. Osomatsu season 2, boy. Let's go. Let's go. Where is it? It's right there. I know it's up here because I got my shit organized by the original air date. And this is pretty much the first thing this season I'm looking forward to, since I'm not going to be watching Gintama this weekend. Monday, Osomatsu season 2. The greatness is returning to us. Definitely easily going to be my comedy this season. There's no question. Absolutely no question. Probably end up beating some... We've had some great comedy series this year, but Osomatsu might take it again, dog. Osomatsu might take it again. Either way, come Monday, you already know I'm going to be here. Drunken live reaction. I don't know if Ku is going to be joining me for the Drunken live reactions. I can't say at this point. There's nothing to say about it at this point. I really hope he does. I really, really hope he does. I miss my boy. But anyway, we will be there on Monday with the Drunken live reactions for Osomatsu. So that's pretty much that as far as sequel series. Let's get into my top 5 new projects, and then we'll go through the list, see if there's anything that I've missed that I'm kind of sleeping on. Because I've skimmed through this and like selected my favorite projects, basically, of the things I'm most excited for, like I always do. But I didn't read everything in depth, so there's more that we gotta look into. But anyway, what's another? Oh, I have 2 honorable mentions for new projects. So the first one is, where is this? Just Because, Pine Jam, coming off the Gamers Greatness, which I have been catching up on as well, and it's actually damn good. There's so many things I slept on. I mean, I was watching Aho Girl and Sudazera throughout the season. I just never really talked about them. Both of those are some of my favorite anime this past season, and also probably some of the best shorts this year. But Gamers is fucking lit, and that has nothing to do with anything. I just thought of it because of Pine Jam. But the point is, this series looks like it's going to be really interesting for me. Just the aesthetic, the basic premise, which I'll read right now, is winter their 3rd year of high school near the end of the 2nd semester when students have very little time in high school left. Everyone was just waiting for graduation until he suddenly came home. He was their classmate in middle school who had moved far away. He transferred in at a peculiar time, which reunited them. It was as if a go signal rang out the feelings of the students who had just thought to end their high school life without fanfare. It just seems like a really endearing slice of life original concept. I want to see where they take it. I want to see what the characters are like. I haven't really looked too much into the staff or cast for it, but it's something that caught my eye and definitely something that I'm going to be doing a first impressions for. And then the second thing that is an honorable mention, Imoto Sae Rebai, which Silverlink is handling it. It's right up my alley. Say what you will about, this kind of premise, that kind of pseudo or I think this is going to be really good. I know I'm going to enjoy it regardless. But this is a story about daily life of a young siscon novelist, Itsuki Hashima, with his perfect little sister Chihiro, the genius illustrator Nayo Takagi, his best friend Shirakawa Kyoto, and some insane partners from his publishers. It's pretty much that Fushimi archetype, that Eromanga sensei, that Ore-imo. From what I'm seeing of it, I don't really know if they're really going to push the ecchi portion of it, if there really is even an ecchi portion of it. Let me see what is listed as under here, because that didn't really give me much. It's just comedy romance. I don't really know if there's an ecchi portion to it. It looks a little bit more mature than those series, to be fair. So if that's the case, I'll probably like it a little bit more as a narrative, and as far as the value of the characters. So that's going to be interesting for me to see. I'm definitely going to be watching that. But with that said, let's get into the actual top 5. And coming in at number 5, which I've been waiting for this for a while, and it slipped my mind, dude. It slipped my mind until I looked at the list, and I was like, yo, it's actually coming. Juni Taisen, dude. And Nisio, anything the man touches, okay? Anything the man touches is godly. And I've actually heard good things about the novel since it came out. I've been looking forward to it. But, alas, there's no translation for me. Actually, I haven't looked. If there's a Juni Taisen translation, I'm probably going to start reading that immediately and not really wait for the... I don't know. At this point, I probably should. But anyway, the point is, the staff on this project is quite good. I have faith in Graffinica to handle it, and it's a Nisio Isen original story. So I'm excited, man. But anyway, the record of the bloody battle between the 12 Proud Warriors, the 12-12 tournament that gets held every 12 years. 12 brave warriors who bear the names of the signs of the zodiac fight each other for their lives and souls. The participants are the 12 strange warriors. No need to go through the zodiac signs. The victor of this tournament gets to have one wish granted. Whatever the wish may be, the one wish they want granted. Who will be the final survivor, whose tears will flow on the bloody battlefield filled with conspiracy and murder? A soul-shaking battle royale is about to begin. Lit. Let's fucking go. Dude. It's going to be amazing. As long as the production quality is up to par. I can't see anything being wrong with the narrative. Like, it's Nisio, dude. And that might be the blind Nisio fanboy in me, but I can't see anything being wrong with the narrative. I think it should be fucking captivating, and I'm looking forward to it. So that's my number 5. I don't even know where this number 4 is. There it goes, right there. Shoujo Shumatsu Ryoko. White Fox helming the project. I actually haven't looked into who's directing. That's actually pretty important to me. I'll look at that later. Actually, no. Let me look at it real quick right now. Takaharu. Interesting. Wait. This is really for I mean, I guess the only thing he's helmed 100% as the main director is the Daybreakers, which Daybreakers was good. If it's any indication of how P5 anime is gonna be. Oh, they're giving her a character. Ooh, yo, this. There's some potential with that cast. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, as soon as I read this description and looked at the promotional visual and everything like that, I instantly this has potential to be one of the anime this season for sure. In the same way that Made in Abyss kind of gave me this vibe when I was going into it and looking at the list last season. This is doing the same kind of thing for me, even though I don't think it's going to be similar in that regard. But anyway, civilization is dead. A G20 is still alive, so they hop aboard their beloved Kattenkrat motorbike and aimlessly wander the ruins of the world they once knew. Day after hopeless day, they look for their next meal and fuel for their ride. But as long as the two are together, even an existence as bleak as theirs has a ray or two of sunshine in it. Whether they're sucking down their fill of soup or hunting for machine parts to tinker with, for two girls in a world full of nothing, the experiences and feelings the two share give them something to live for. You already know the feels are going to be there. I think it's going to be powerful, as long as it's executed properly, and I'm really looking forward to it. So as soon as I caught my eye, I mean, White Fox initially caught my eye, but as soon as I read the description and looked at that visual, I was done. I was ready to go, man. I think that's going to be something that nobody should sleep on this season, and definitely has the potential to be an anime of the season candidate. Number 3, Diezirai. Of course, the amount of people that have been hyping this up to me for like the last couple of months is absurd. So obviously I had my eye out for it. I'm gonna be reacting to that first episode, and seeing how it goes. As far as everything that I've mentioned, the only things, everything is gonna be a reaction. Kekai Sensen, Ruby. If I do Yuki Yuna, that's gonna be that. Soma, of course. The only thing, and Osomatsu are gonna be drunken live reactions. With Kino's Journey and Sangatsu, there's no way I'm doing reactions to them. I don't want to. So either I'm gonna not do content for them, which I don't want to do, or I'm gonna do a formal review, which is probably, I'm out of practice. It's probably gonna take a lot of time, so I can't commit to that yet. I want to, I can't commit to it. But at the very least, I'm thinking just discussion videos after the fact. Because that's what I did a little bit more informal with Sangatsu after the fact. I can't imagine reacting to Kino. I just can't, man. I need to bask in that myself, and then we can discuss it after the fact. So that's that. As far as everything I've mentioned here, Juni Taisen, Shoujo Shimatsu, Diezirai, all reactions, as you would expect. But anyway, let me read this real quick. Ranfuji is a normal student who just had a fist fight with his former best friend, leading him to break off their friendship. With the help of his childhood friend Kasumi Ase and upperclassman Rei Himuro, he's gradually returning to his normal school life. Then a series of brutal murders in which the victims are decapitated begins to strike their city. Strangely, at the same time, Ren starts having terrifying nightmares of being beheaded by a guillotine. But these are just a prelude to the painful and terrifying battles to come. Their daily life is turned inside out. Supermen are lurking in the darkness. The town has become a battlefield as Ren is consumed by insane happenings beyond his imagination. Faced with the reality that he cannot survive unless he fights, will he be able to retake his normal life? This scenario as a whole, it's getting 18 episodes? Interesting. Scenario as a whole, like, has elements from so many different things to me. I don't really know much about the series. I've never played the visual novel. I've heard brilliant things from people that have played the visual novel. So, if ACGT, what is the last thing that ACGT has done though? Yo, all right. I'm checking the credentials a little bit more than I have been, but I'm just curious. Oh, they did Freezing too. See, what's the last thing they made then? Because all this is pretty old for the most part. I mean, those specials came out there, and the Initial D shit. Initial D is lit though. What? This fucking Minami that must be, yeah, that's our last project. Okay, whatever. I'm looking forward to it. If it lives up to the hype, it's definitely going to be one of the better series this season. And I'm excited. I'm definitely going to do the first impressions reaction, and hopefully I'm not disappointed. It's something that I can really get into. But with that said, the top two, you should already know number one at this point. I've talked about it enough at this stage, but number two, Inuyashiki. After having, read the first volume of this manga a while back, I already know that it's going to be intriguing. I don't even know why I fell off of it. But the point is, ever since it was announced, I'm ready to go with it. We're going to be reacting to it from day one. Hopefully MAPPA at this stage has allotted the manpower they need for a project like this. But either way, especially when they're doing so much, I just don't want to see them stretch themselves thin. You know what I'm saying? I really don't, but they haven't failed me yet, realistically. Although I haven't checked out really much of Altair, so I don't know how that's going. But anyway, the point is, let's get into it. Inuyashiki has a family, a wife and 2 kids, none of which care about him. When he learns that he has only 3 months to live, he realizes that the only one that will miss him is his dog. Shortly after this realization, he is killed by a crash landing by aliens. He's rebuilt by them as a machine with a human exterior. How will his life change now that he isn't human? Very niche scenario. Can't wait to find out what happens with the series. It's gonna be dope. So that's number 2. And then number 1, without a doubt, the thing I've been waiting for pretty much all year, ever since, or last year is when the first OVA came out. When the first episode of the OVAs came out. But anyway, Mahotsukai no Yome. Bro, I can't wait. We're just about to do godly things with this series. And I can't wait. This, if anything, I'm going to be dedicating a lot to the content of the series. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. And speaking of which, while I was away in this last month, the 3rd OVA dropped. I'm going to react to that as soon as I can. I'm going to find some time to do that. But definitely before the episode 1 of this premieres. Anyway, Hatoichi says, lived a life full of neglect and abuse, devoid of anything resembling love. Far from the warmth of family, she has had her share of troubles and pitfalls. Just when all hope seems lost, a fateful encounter awaits her. When a man with the head of a beast, wielding strange powers, obtains her through a slave auction. Chisa's life will never be the same again. The man is Magus, a sorcerer of great power, who decides to free Chisa from the bonds of captivity. The Magus then makes a bold statement. Chisa will become his apprentice and his bride. Let's fucking go. Nothing more need be said. If you sleep, I'm a Mahotsukai no Yome. I don't know. I can't help you. But anyway, now that we've gone through those, that's pretty much all I really wanted to spend time going through the description and giving my thoughts on. Everything else, we're just going to kind of breeze through. So, Altair, haven't been doing any content for it up till now. I only watched the first 2 episodes. I don't know how it's been going. As a matter of fact, if you're keeping up with Altair, let me know your thoughts on it. It seemed dope, but I just never really had the time for it. It's not something I'm looking to bring back, but it is what it is. They're continuing Yoko-chan, which is no surprise. Isn't M1 doing something else I'm pretty sure M1 is doing something else this season, which I will check that out, but I'm not bringing this back either. Now, these are probably the only two things people really want to know about. The Fappo greatness and Ballroom. Now, the main reasons why I fell off of Apocrypha and Ballroom is because you guys know me. If there's no fixed schedule for something, it really deters me from making content, even if it's something I really fucking hype on, like both of these series, especially Apocrypha. And it feels so bad because I've missed some of the most hype moments and some of my personal favorite moments in the last few episodes that I haven't covered it, or since I've been, the last few months of me not covering it. But this, out of anything, I can't make any promises for Ballroom, but Fappo is probably going to come back soon. Not this weekend, probably the weekend after. Especially since soon enough we're going to get into the content that I haven't experienced. And I need to react to that shit and see it day one. So even if it's not on Sunday when the episode drops, between Sundays and Tuesdays is when I'm going to try and fit that in. And that way, just don't expect it to be as soon as the episode comes out anymore. But I definitely want to bring content back for that. If I can, same thing with Ballroom. But I have yet to actually catch up on Ballroom. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, this series right here, anyway, that was the first time I read that title, but I did read the description for this. It does seem like something I'm gonna be interested in, so I'll probably give a first impressions for it. But realistically, this season as well, that's the one thing I want to clarify. Out of pretty much like the sequels and new projects that I'm most anticipating, that's like between together 10 series. That's like the range of things that I want to cover. I don't really want to stretch past that unless like there's the other series are really, really good and I really want to talk about them. So aside from my honorable mentions and whatnot, everything that I say that I'm going to give a first impressions to, I will, but whether they're going to continue is going to be entirely up to the support that it gets and whether I really enjoy it as much as, I think I could. So with this, I'm not going to read any of the descriptions because this is going to take too long. If you want to read the descriptions for everything, go on live, try to read the descriptions. But this does seem like something that I'm not entirely sure. Is it full length? I think it's full length. But anyway, I'm going to check it out, give it first impressions, and that'll be that. The only thing is, I guess I'll just mention that later, but the first thing that I'll be covering from this season is going to be Osomatsu on Monday. Nothing that happens this weekend, otherwise, will I be making content for. That's just because I'm going to be away, but I'll talk about that another time. The Gotama Greatness, not going to be on that until I finish catching up. Yokai Apartments continuing. UQ Holder, Maho Sensei Negimitsu. This is crazy right here. This is crazy right here. I'm definitely going to be watching this. It's something that I haven't even thought about. I mean, I haven't thought about it in ages, dude. I haven't thought about it. I don't want to talk down on it because, especially myself, Yukio Oda is its own animal. But Ima, I don't know. I'm definitely going to be checking out that first episode. That's all I'm going to say about that. No, we don't have time for any of these random shorts. I already talked about Osomatsu. Infinity Force is coming. Tatsunoko is busy. Tatsunoko is busy at this point for sure. But no, I'm going to be sleeping on that, even though I do love Tatsunoko stuff. Now, even though this didn't make my and it's just because I read the first fucking 7 chapters of Black Clover, and it didn't seem like something I was going to like. But just the same, I do know a lot of people that really enjoy Black Clover. The fact that it's Piero isn't making me jump for joy either, especially when they're already doing other shit. And I really just want everything that they do to focus on Osomatsu anyway at this stage. But I'm going to give Black Clover a shot, dude. I'm going to give this anime a shot. See if my initial impression of the manga can be overturned. But it's just not something I'm extremely hyped for. So I will be doing a first impressions reaction to the first episode for this. But I'm just not that excited, dude. I'm not that excited for Black Clover. Yes, they're bringing back Ekijo. Let's go. They're bringing back Ekijo. Cinderella Girls Gekijo second season. If you're not Master fanboy like myself, then it doesn't matter to you, but whatever. Sengoku Nightblood, I actually haven't read the description for this. Let me just read it to myself real quick. Bring back the order. Okay, start when people, specifically soldiers, with special powers like turning into an empire. Huh. Oh, no. We'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. And do a first impressions on that. I don't mind doing first impressions on every single thing. Whether I continue making content on it is another question entirely. But we'll see. It could be good. It sounds kind of meh to me based on that description, though. But whatever. G Tyson we talked about. Soma we talked about. We might be adding this too. See, I need my partner in crime, man. I need Koo back for these drunken live reactions because we're finally bringing them back. This is gonna be the perfect season for this too. If you haven't read the description for Asake wa Fufu, Chisato Misazawa is a reserved but excellent and pretty chief in her company. She has a secret that only her husband Sora knows, which is she likes drinking alcohol, and she can become very cute when she is drunk. Even tonight, she gets relaxed with the phrase shifuku and drunk with the cocktail Sora makes. It's a yodere, drunken dare cocktail comedy of Japan's closest husband and wife. Dude, this sounds like it was made for me. I'm gonna tap down, and especially since it's a short. I wish it was a 12-minute short, like on that Aho Girl series length. But 5 minutes of this. You already know I can. No matter what happens, I will be adding this to the drunken live reactions regiment. Whether I, wait and tie it to Osomatsu, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll figure it out. But I definitely want to do that as well for drunken live reactions. I don't really watch much Guruguru. I actually heard good things about Guruguru, so I'm glad it's got that second core. But I haven't really watched it, so I can't speak to that. Konohana Kita just have a yokai the last. Well, it's Lurch. There's yokai. I'm probably always been living in the mountains. So obviously clumsy at first, but with her simple cuteness. I'll definitely check that out. Got shoujo eye tag. That's fine though. That's fine. I could use some Yuri in my life. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out. Konohana Kitan, definitely first impressions. This promotional video, that shit looks sick. Several years from now, the great cities of the world will be destroyed by creatures from another planet. The next target is Tokyo's famed Harajuku district. Only trio treasure-seeking shop girl. Okay. It sounds fucking ridiculous, but I'll definitely check out Urahara as well. I really didn't realize that this was getting another season, but yeah, don't watch it anyway. No, I'm good on male idols. What is this? The only tag is demons, which is hype, but I have no idea what it is. If I catch it, I'll watch it. But at this point, I have no idea what Oritacha Yokai Ningen is, except for like they're demon people, I guess. No information really whatsoever. So I don't even know what the deal is with that. But if we come across it, we'll do that. I already talked about Just Because. Osama game, I'm actually really hyped for. I didn't put it in an honorable mention or in my top new projects because I feel as though it could flop. Like it's the type of series that could flop. But either way, you already know when we have this kind of hard deadening scenario with the mystery elements, I'm going to want to know what's going on. I'm definitely going to want to cover and talk about it. So I'm definitely going to be reacting to this. Depending on how in-depth it actually is, we might have to do some like post-reaction discussion. But otherwise, you can read the plot yourself. Basically, this Osama game, if you don't participate, people die. Failure, die. Basically, let me read this again. They'll be able to find their way to people and living the integrity of participants' increasingly horrible daily tasks. So they're forced to do these tasks. They're given a 24-hour period to kind of complete it. If they don't, people die, and that's the premise of this kind of death game that they set up with using the King's game as a springboard. So I'm looking forward to it, but I had this sneaking suspicion that it could flop. So that's why I didn't put it in my most anticipated. But anyway, no, absolutely not. No, good there. Already talked about that. Fireball humorous. No, absolutely not. Taisho Chicha. Nope. Garo Yo, there's a new Garo? Yo, Mappa, what are you doing, dude? What are you guys doing? Are you serious? I'm definitely watching. Yo, I mean, that a fucking motorcycle? What the fuck is going on? The story is set in a prosperous... I didn't see this. This is the first time I'm seeing this. The story is set in a prosperous city named Russell City. Even as the city celebrates its success, the spirit that threatens to shake its world begins to move within it. A man named Sword is the first to hear the first strings of the plot, throws himself into his only clue is the keyword El Dorado. He meets Sophia when he was same word as El Dorado. That's what I mean, guys. Bro, there's a new Garo series. Yo, alright. I'm definitely watching that. I'm definitely watching that. Of course, I mean, just like the description, I mean, it seems even more, like as far as timelines, it seems like a lot more futuristic than past Garos. But, I mean, it's definitely, if you haven't seen any other Garos, you don't really need to, because they're not really tied narratively, especially this one. Looks like it's the furthest thing from, but that's dope. I didn't know that was coming. Yuki already talked about glamorous heroes. I mean, I have no idea what it is, but we'll see. Nope, absolutely not. The city, what the fuck? Oh my goodness. The new time of Cut 94. Let's get. See, Tatsunoko is busy right now. I'm telling you. I didn't know Classicaloid was getting a second. Actually, no, I did know they were getting a second season, but I never watched Classicaloid season 1, so I'm definitely not going to be on that. Code Realize, but I never read this description. Let me go there. Try abnormal mansion on the outskirts of London, familiar promise to father in London. Hard to lives a day in the world. Locals call their monster. Last conversation fight. One day, class opportunity for break into their meets RC Lupin. Yo, wait. Okay, but it's an Otome game. And that's, I mean, I don't give a fuck though. I've come to realize that I can get down with a lot of Otome shit. I really can. I'm gonna have to check that out just because they're bringing Lupin to that shit. I'm gonna have to check that out. Hoseki no Kuni. Ooh, orange is on it. Wait. 20 jazz fun seeking moon people. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'll definitely check it out. I'm definitely gonna do a first impressions on Hoseki no Kuni. Definitely. Sunshine second season. The Love Live game is going strong. I'm more of an Idol Master man myself, so I still haven't really gotten to Love Live like that. But I think I should. That once I get some more time. I mean, my focus right now, as far as anything I'm gonna catch up onto, is the Gotama grind. But when I get some time, I might have to. I just don't think I can like it more than Idol Master. Idol Master's too real. But we'll see. 2-car. So like he's doing something else. The anime set up Yaka, the small Tokyo. So my other main character is Yuri Niyata and Gumiguro. Yuri is girlish, cool-headed, slender driver, works accelerated. He's the boyish, impulsive, glamorous passengers, acrobatics, skills, and motivated. Corners, house, both are just measuring picking up each other. Okay. Funny manager. Okay. I'll check that out. It seems dope. It's got this. I mean, I can get down with these races too. That's the thing. But all right, I'll do first impressions of that. Blend S. By nature, a person with bad luck and always gets in trouble, but not cafeteria. However, it's cafeteria. I mean, it's a 4-coma, but yet it has seinen tag. I have to check it out and see. I can't really tell just based on that. I had no idea that Hoseki no Reitetsu was getting a second season. Absolutely none until this very moment. It's been so long since I've seen this series that I don't remember shit. But I might have to refresh. I'm not even gonna do a full refresh on that, but I'll probably sleep on it because I don't wanna have to overwhelm myself with shit right now. But that is dope. That is dope. I remember somewhat enjoying this series back in the day, back when it was originally airing. Like what was that, like 4 years ago now? Even longer. Yeah, it's crazy. More Card Fight Vanguard. Already talked about Mahotsu Kanayome and Kekai Sensen. Heavy guitars. What the fuck is this? You know what? Nah. Just no. Just no. Like, it's something I'll decide. Like, if people tell me this is dope after the fact, then no. I don't even need to read that. Alright, what you guys do? Fortune activist, the Mud Whale, and Stumble across other islands. Alright. Creature in Okura, I definitely have to check out. Definitely do first impressions of that. Yo, I already know people are hyped. I already know people are excited. But no, I'm obviously not going to be covering that. Or Love Kome. 30-year-old single neat woman after dropping out from reality. She has taken off in search for filling life and ended up in a game of the gay world. She begins her new life as a refreshing and handsome character named Hayashi. Yo, are you serious? Meanwhile, in the real, it's a shocking encounter with the good-looking elite company employee, Mr. Yep, first impressions for sure. Definitely gotta check that out. Although I'm not expecting anything incredible, but could be good. Or Wake Up Girls. This is the other thing that Emma is doing. In the current youth, a certain disease started to spread among young boys and girls. Loneliness, rebellion, avoiding friends. In addition, they obsess over the internet and of electronic devices and unable to avoid them. Experts call this disease net addiction. And it's a rehabilitation center built with the wish to lead young people back to the right path. But for one of the residents called Hibiki, the facility is more of a prison than rehabilitation. What the fuck is wrong with me? I can't say that word right now. Will Hibiki be able to escape his desperate hell where they do not forgive you for leaving? I mean, I have to check out. I have to always give first impressions to any M1 series at this point. Could be good. Could be whatever. But definitely gonna do first impressions. Boku no Kanajo ga Majime Sukiru Shopishna. What is this? What is this? With nothing left to lose, Orient High School student Haruka confesses to beautiful digital class representative Aki. Surprised she accepts. Kasa takes dating as serious as she does everything else, but does not quite get it. Primarily suggests activities that are too sexual. Yo, let's go, yo. D-Man is doing yo. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope. I didn't even know about this. What is it? What's the literal translation for that? My girlfriend is a faithful virgin bitch. Wow. I knew it was something to that regard, but anyway, I did not know about that. Definitely reacting to that. Talked about Yoshiki. Robo Master, the animated series. Okay. I'll have to check it out. Probably not gonna make content on it, but I'll have to check it out. Okay. That's pretty much it. Well, I'm pretty much set with what I initially had for my picks for most anticipated. Those are definitely what I'm looking forward to most. But there were some things I had overlooked that I have to check out, and plus I have to give Black Clover a shot and everything like that. But there were a couple things I overlooked that I'm definitely going to be. I had no idea there was another Garo coming. Dude, that's pretty dope. But hey, let me just peruse. Look at these movies real quick. Oh shit. Okay, no, it's just a recap film though. It's all that really. Dude, Heaven's Feel is all that really matters. And now that we're getting the screening of Heaven's Feel is literally my most anticipated event for the rest of this year. I don't give a fuck about anything else anymore. I'm sorry. That's just gonna be amazing. They're doing this first one. The sooner they get those out of the way, the better. Seen some of this. Looks dope. Oh yeah, the Godzilla movie's dropping. Forgot about that. Forgot that Robot was getting some shit too. High Evolution. Yo, High Evolution. You ever seen Eureka 7 at this point in your life? I don't know what to tell you. But High Evolution can be dope. That trailer looks fucking like pure god sauce to me. Absolutely amazing. They're adding characters. OVAs. Dude, nobody cares about Idolmaster Side-End. Not a single person. Good shit. Grand Blue's getting one. Natsume Greatness getting one. Just bring me the darkness greatness. That's all I really need. another Demi-chan OVA coming out. More Maid Dragon. Still haven't seen the last 2 OVAs for both of those. So I have to get on that. But I still need to get Zeragoza too. There's a lot of shit that I had to put on the back burner that I really want to get back on. But now's not the time. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm going to get out of here. Let me know your thoughts on this season. Let me know what you're looking forward to most. If there's anything that I'm going to sleep on that you know is going to be good, or vice versa, anything that I'm looking forward to that you know is shit somehow, just let me know in the comments. Let me know what kind of content you would like to see for certain things, and let me know how, like, what you want back most, I would say, because I really do want to keep my schedule just very clean and eliminate the fluff and unnecessary shit. But at the same time, at least for the first couple weeks, you already know I'm going to do the first impressions for pretty much everything. So, it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to get up out of here.